Rise and shine, people. It's lesson number 16. Let's get after it here because, well, it's a lot of people we've seen before with one minor adjustment. So let's take a little bit of a trip down memory lane and let's see some of these. We are writing out, all right, our expressions. And again, focusing on those key words here. So some people that, hey, we haven't specifically talked about, but again, we do want to apply. Like in this first one, the sum. Okay, all right. Sum meaning that we're going to add. And then twice b and 5. Remember that word and. So that and is going to separate what I'm adding. Twice b, so we're going to multiply it by 2 and with the 5. So 2b plus 5, that's it, people. We're done. Let's move on down. Let's see here. Let's find ourselves another good one. No. Letter E, letter E. 10 less than. Okay, so because you are less than, yes, we're going to subtract, but we have to flip the order that's around. So there's my less than from my subtraction. The 10's not first, it's now coming after the subtraction sign. And then the product of 15 and C. So product meaning to multiply. There's that word and. So it's separating the two things we're multiplying. So a 15C. So 15C minus N is what we've got ourselves there. All right, so let's go further down the page here and see who else we've got. No. Oh, here we go. Letter D. That's a nice one. Letter D. The quantity of A plus B divided by 4. So the quantity of A plus B, which means I'm going to use some parentheses, and then I'm going to divide it by the 4. Fraction bar here. Now, at first I was like, quantity, parentheses. It's fine if you leave it like that, but also realize that, hey, that fraction bar does mean there are parentheses, so that would be good too. So that's nice. All right, let's go see what else we got. Let's see what else here. We're gonna move on down some more. All right, here we go. So things that we're gonna start seeing. Wait a second. I'll pause there for a second. Let's look at 20 that's here because this is a nice one. 24 divided by the product of 2 and A. So 24 divided by, all right, so 24 divided by, again, the fraction bar, and now the product of 2 and A. So making sure multiplication numbers right up against the letter that we're looking at. All right, so with that all being said, that's the stuff we've been seeing. So here's the little adjustment. We're just going to see more of scenarios there. So we're just going to get some background information. So for example, in question 23, Marlo had $35, but then spent M dollars. Okay, so if I've got the 35, I spend money, so we're going to take it away. How much? Well, how much did we spend? We don't know. We're calling it M. So 35 minus M. So we're getting a little bit more situational ideas. 24, Samantha, she saved her money, was able to quadruple the original amount, which we're calling M. Okay, so if we quadruple something, yes, that's right, timesing it by 4. Keep in mind, multiplying a number and a letter, hey, that number needs to show up first. The letter's going to be right up against it. So we do need to say 4M here. Let's go to question 25. We got Veronica here. She increased her grade G, so we're calling the grade G, by 4 points, and then doubled it. So we need to increase it by 4. So we are going to add on 4. And I want to double it, which would mean to multiply it by 2. Now here's the thing. If I just do this, not going to work. All right? Right. You got to say more about that, Mr. Duck. Well, okay. Yeah. Remember, order of operations. If I leave it like that, that's actually going to tell me to multiply first. So because I want to add first and then multiply it by 2, we need to be wrapped in parentheses there, all right? So again, we have to there. And again, look at the language. There's the comma, and then doubled it, so it happened afterwards. Let's go a little bit further down here. All right, we don't have a lot more that's here. Here we go. Question 26 is nice. Now I see that that problem kind of moved here a little bit. So I'm going to clean that up a little bit. That was our G minus 4 plus the 4. We increased it, parentheses, times it by the 2. All right, here we go. Talking out loud here. Okay, so this one here. All right, so Adbel had M pieces of candy and ate 5 of them. Then he split the remaining candy among 4 friends. Okay, so we've got M pieces of candy, ate 5 of them. Again, not very mathematical, but if we eat 5 of them, we have 5 less. So we're taking 5 away. Then we split the remaining equally. So to split things up equally, that is a division. And how many groups? Well, it was among the 4 friends. So there we go. All right. Let's look at 27. To find out how much paint is needed, Mr. Jones must square the side length of the gate and then subtract 15. Okay, they didn't tell us what letter to use here. They did tell us that it's the side length of the gate. So yeah, we get to choose our own letter that's there. So again, I could call it G for the gate. I don't like to use the S because my S looks like a 5, but I could. I do need to square it. Square it means it's an exponent. Yeah, repeat multiplication. So G to the second power, all right? And then we're going to subtract the 15. So G to the second power and then minus the 15. People, I'm staring at that exponent. I can do better. I think I can at least. Let me see. There you go. That's a little bit better. All right, so then we got one last one. Luis bought X cans of cola to the party, or brought, excuse me. Faith brought D cans of cola, and Deshaun brought H cans. Okay, how many cans of cola did they bring all together? Well, all together that means two. Yeah, that's it's an addition. That would have been nice. Just addition would have been fine. So X plus D plus H, and we're set to go. So again, still writing out our expressions, seeing more just kind of everyday talk and still writing it out with them. So that's it, people. We are out of here. We'll see you more tomorrow.